Hey everyone, how are you? Diesel here for Getting Around Oz Camper Trailer Travelling. Thanks for joining me today. Today's video is a little bit going on. It's myself with both the boys out, and unfortunately when I take both the boys out, that means a few things are going to happen, and they did. Both the boys hurt themselves, and Amanda, sort of had to change plans a little bit, and that's how it goes sometimes. The spot, however, was a bloody ripping spot. It's a free camp on the river. The weather was great like it is now. It was the first time the weather sort of had come good after a pretty wet and miserable winter, to be honest with you. But man, there were some big puddles and I had some fun driving through those. But anyway, enough crapping on. Grab yourself a drink. Hope you enjoy it. Cheers. I'm just going to use this one here. I feel like it might be a bit too high. You won't believe what happened. I'm backing out and suddenly it's like, Dad, need your help. Zach was just swinging with his hands and did a full 360 and landed literally flat smack bang on the top of his head.
This is going to be a big ripper.
Look up to the sky and I got this relief inside. Then there's no need to hide. I'm going all the way up. I'm going all the way up.
Questions about leveling a camper trailer. As you can see there, and I hope it shows on camera, the ground is sort of going down a bit that way. And things you can use, yes, you got there's sort of ramps and those types of things which are great. They cost money though. But what you can do is just use what's around you, whether it's logs or rocks or any of that sort of stuff, bricks. We've used all those types of things in different locations, and more often than not, if you're off road somewhere or bush, there's always something around to use, that's for sure. But in this situation here, we're going to use a rock, and I'll show you how we do it. I'm just going to use this one here. I feel like it might be a bit too high. At the end of the day, you just want to try and pick something stable. Obviously you don't want the wheel to slip off during the night. Obviously we've just pulled up in the mud and the rain here, and there's been a crap load of rain here the last few days, and you don't want to get yourself any mischief. But I'm going to back up on this one here, and I'll set the camera up here just so you can see what happens and what it looks like. That backed up. You won't believe what happened. I'm backing out and suddenly it's like, Dad, need your help. Footy's gone the river. Hundreds of meters of bloody land here. Somehow the footy goes in the river. Can you believe it?
Kicking there and it bounced like 20 times.
Yeah. Back on it. So here we are. So that's the front view, the rock there. And there's the back view, so it's nice and sturdy. Now, when it comes to leveling, for me, it's real bloody simple. Close enough is good enough. So basically, it's pretty level that way. And what I'll do now is use the jockey wheel on the front there. That'll prop it up, and I'll sit down a bit like that. Jockey wheel will pop it back up straight, and we'll be good to go. Tell you what, there's never a dull moment with the kids. Sure, if you can see this little swing there, Helly's on, hanging from the tree. Zach was just swinging with his hands and did a full 360 and land literally flat smack bang on the top of his head and scared him a bit, and I had to sort of drop everything else I was unhooking and go running. Yeah, probably a bit winded, mate. So that's all right, he survived it. The next part of the leveling bit here, sort of see it, looks pretty close. I might just go down a bit at the front, but this is all I do. I sort of have a look at, it's easy to get confused, but it's the top bit here that I'm looking at, and for me, if it's close enough by eye, that's good enough. Yep, go faster. Keep going. A bit more. Faster. 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 Tell you what, there's been a bit going on. That's heaps down there, that side. Unfortunately, that's it, nice and tight down the side there. Yep.
You can see blood in the pork.
No, that's from when they're drawing it. So grab a piece out, put it down, that's enough. Unfortunately, I can't get the hot water system working for some reason.
Can you get it this bit?
And after Zach's little stack and the the footy going in the river, managed to get everything sorted out. Just want that hot water sorted out. I'll probably cut that in half, I reckon.
For 2 bits of bait. And
I actually forgot to grab some bait before we left home to do some fishing. There you go, that'll do it, eh? And I thought, oh, I'll just grab some at a servo on the way out, and unfortunately none of them had any bloody bait, so.
Where's the hook though?
Yeah, the hook's on there. It's right next to your hand. Fire sort out here, and
should I fish over there?
Now I've got
the fish.
Yeah, mate, go for it. Now that I got myself a drink poured, and
I'll come. Can I go?
Yeah, mate, you can definitely go down there with him. Your rod isn't set up yet though, I'll have to set that up. But I'll just get everything sorted out here first and get it done for you. Oh, it's just been a bit bloody tiring to get to this point. But I've got this hot water sorted out, and now the kids are fine. I'll get the fire started a bit. We're kind of losing daylight real bloody quick here. And hopefully I'll get the drone up. I was having some problems with the drone last trip, as you might know. And I didn't fix it, I just tried to recalibrate the gimbal, but we'll see if it works, and hopefully give you a look at this here, and then I'll actually tell you a bit about where we are. It's got dark pretty quick, unfortunately. There was a few things going on here, and we managed to get the fire going there now, so the boys are just sitting there watching footy, and got these new lights I've been testing out here on at the moment, so it's making it a bit easy for me to see everything, and yeah, pretty happy with them, to be honest with you. But it's dinner time, and again, it wasn't my intention to be filming again at night time, but that's just how it happened. Fishing is over because Hurley got snagged on the logs there. We had to cut it off, so that was the end of that. So Zach, what do we pick out for dinner here, mate?
Pork.
Pork?
Belly strips.
No, this isn't pork at all. So I said to Zach, all right, we're going camping tomorrow night. you can pick out dinner. And I highlighted how amazing pork belly strips were. He was like, nah, I want something better than that. And what are these things here, mate?
Pork belly strips?
Nah.
And what are they? Can I have a look at them?
Lamb chops.
Oh.
Now, we're not in any hurry tomorrow, so I'll be able to give you a bit of more of a look around here and what's going on. It's this is a free camp. Those of you that are new to the channel here wouldn't be aware of a spot we visited in summer, actually. But when we did that, I was pretty keen to see what it's going to be like in winter, because when we were here, the river was pretty dry. And now we're here in the smack bang in the middle of winter, and the water's flowing pretty fluently. You know, we spent a night here, and we're literally probably 20 metres up from where we are, and it's like it's a completely different place. It's ridiculous. Rightio, so there's not really much to report at this point. We just had a nice little dinner, and we're not doing much here now whilst he's just sitting around by the fire there. That'll about wrap it up here for the night. We'll check back with you in the morning. Now, it's a little bit of a battle to get the fire going here this morning, so trying to teach the boys a bit of survival stuff.
Not even a pistol.
How, yeah, when all the firewood around the areas are wet, it's going to take a bit longer and you've got to work a bit harder. And you know what else it's done? It's getting the boys busy. That was okay with the cold, but Ellie was struggling a bit and it's getting a little bit grizzly, but put them to work, so to speak, and getting real active and sort of forgetting about the cold, but actually warming up because they're doing things. And Zach's pretty determined to get that fire going now, so I'll leave him to it and just keep an eye and make sure he doesn't go through the whole pack of fire lighters trying to get it going. How you going that fire, Zach?
Good.
Yep.
Just moving them in a bit.
Okay. How's the firewood cutting going there, Hurley?
Good.
Yep, get it going. That's lucky. I got up and saw the fire out, and I put this hook here on the chair, and I thought to myself, I'll get up, I'll make sure I remember it's there so I don't sit down and get a hook in my bum. And that's exactly what I did. What a bloody idiot.
Fell again.
That's alright. The easiest thing to do is lean the rod on the table or pass the rod over to me and you can do it, and I'll hold it for you.
Ah!
Careful. Get your shoelaces stuck, eh? So that's why you need to do your shoelaces up, mate. Eh?
No, I'm trying to get this.
Right, pass the rod over to me, the rod tip. Zach. Make it a bit easier. But you're standing on the line, mate, so you've got to make sure the line's out of the way. You'll bloody turn it up, eh? Look at your shoelaces everywhere, fishing line everywhere. Any fish biting, mate?
No, I just started.
Just started. Okay.
But I swear I felt something.
Okay. That's promising. It's a good cast right out in the middle of the river there. That was pretty funny. Zach obviously had the fishing line out in the middle of the river, and a couple of guys were kayaking all the way down there, but no, they're good enough to navigate the fishing line and help us out. Right, I'm going to chuck the drone up here now. Obviously the drone's on the piss a little bit and it's a little bit difficult to use, but I'll get a shot up there now so you can actually sort of see this in daylight and see how green it is versus when we were here last year. It's a completely different spot. The river is flowing and it's obviously much higher here at the moment. Too cold for us to go in for a dip, and the water doesn't look that clean either. But anyway, check this out. Just sort of take a quick break from pack down here and try and show you a little bit around here, and actually show you where we were last time. So see, that's where we are behind me. The spot there is where I was last time. You can see that it's big enough to pull a car up on a swag, but not big enough for the camper trailer. So there's the pros and cons of towing versus banana swag. When we just pulled up with a car down there and the awning and that sort of stuff, had heaps of bloody room, but not nearly enough room for an 8 metre long camper trailer. And the camping spots kind of finish up with there where those people are, and I see a few people back up there in the trees. And anywhere along here, you know, pull up, there's no sort of bays or any of that sort of stuff. So the kids run a bit of a muck down there, and I'm just waiting for one of them to fall in the river. That would cap things off. And you see some more people down there. It's a bit muddy at the moment because I've had a crap load of rain here, well, the last 2 months, but especially this last week. So I look forward to driving through these big washouts on the way out, and I'll make sure I hit them as hard as I can for maximum impact. There's a few people down there, so the caravanners here, they've dropped out somewhere. And further on are sort of cars, and you sort of go the whole way down there. Heaps of room. Even if you wanted to, there's little fireplaces all around here, so depending on the season or how busy it is, obviously you can just pull up here anywhere. And even if you want somewhere away from the river's edge, there's like a little gully that sort of runs just through here, and then up the top there's people camping up there as well, which is all nice big grassed areas. So if you're looking for somewhere flat and something you know, away from this, then you know, there's plenty of options for you. And there you go, just sort of a bit of a look around here, but heaps of room. Obviously that's just us over here. So look, apologies, I don't feel like I sort of share too much of this episode. It's just how it's been. We got here fairly late, and also had some issues with the kids and a few things breaking, and I couldn't really get the camera out until it was dark. And then when it was dark, by that point, you know, it was dinner time, and a bit of a battle, this one, unfortunately, but that's how it goes sometimes. Let's see what these two are doing. Oh, a couple of kayakers. So what are you two boys playing? Oh God, look how muddy you are. Oh my God.
Am I muddy?
Oh, look at that.
And I have no clean pants to wear.
Yeah, yeah, we can clean off the dirt. But this is where Zach has been doing some fishing along here and some fishing up there, and unfortunately there's a bit of a line on that snag on the end there that I had to cut off from her last night, but unfortunately I'm not going for a swim to get rid of that one. Sorry, lovely little spot here, much greener than it was at summer. But I guess, I don't know, the pro of summer is it's a very nice spot to be on the water, but there wasn't a whole lot of water either, so we actually went for a bit of a dip in there, but I think it was maybe about to where I'm standing in now. I think this is where the water line finished, but you can see it's gone the whole way up there, and not sure how far the kayakers are going down, or I'm also not sure where they come from. But you can see from the drone shot there's plenty of water running through here. Anyway, we might get to packing up here now, and we're going to check out another spot here in a little bit, and we'll take along for a look. It's we passed it as we were coming through, and it looks super nice, and the kids are liking it. I reckon you guys will like it too, so stick around. We'll get to that one soon. Have a look at this. Nice new clean Sharky decks, eh? Have a look at you.
There you go.
You grub. Well, there we go. Zach's got a pair of pants. Bloody beautiful. We'll turn those off and get changed, eh? Rightio, I just want to show you something. This wasn't my idea. I just want to say that. It was a guy named Nathan Kreber who posted it on the Robson Facebook page. Now his idea was, basically there's a pin that sort of goes through there to hold the wheels on. His idea was to put these wheels through there. So what I normally do is, so this pin would normally go into that groove there, and I normally have to get the kids to push that up, and then
this bit up.
Yep, and push the other one up to release it, which then allows me to push it over. But with this idea here, I should be able to just pull it up by myself without the kids' help.
Oh, can I pull it up? If it's not going to be that easy.
Now I'll chuck up his Instagram handle on the screen, and he's got a YouTube page going as well, so recommend checking him out. But to you, no, thanks for that. Thanks for the idea, appreciate it, and let's see if your idea works. I reckon it's a ripper. All right, Zach's actually going to have a go at it. All right, see if you can pull it, mate.
Probably not.
You're going to have to use your muscles.
I'll help.
Hey Hurley, stay that mud, eh? I don't want you falling over with your clean pants on. Yeah. All right, take this, mate. I'll do it.
Should be easy.
Look at that. Tell you what, Creeper, that idea was a beauty. Let me just show you now. I've got it all up here. So that's all it is. Just a little split pin in there. Saves that going in there and getting stuck. So that's made my life a lot easier, let me tell you.
Do we take it out?
Yeah, you can take it out now, mate. It's always been a little bit of a challenge, but it's a challenge no more. So Creeper, thanks, mate. Something I'll point out here as well, if you aren't aware, and maybe you watch my channel because you think about getting a camper trailer or interested in a camper trailer or have one, and I'll chuck it up on the screen now, but also chuck it in the description. There's a MDC Robson XTT Facebook page. It's not run by MDC, it's just run by a few blokes who have these camper trailers, and there's lots of great ideas for anyone that's got a Robson or any sort of general camper trailer and stuff, or you want to see, you know, a little bit more about camper trailers, how they work, and maybe looking at getting one yourself. Check it out, because there's a lot of brilliant ideas that come up with this page, and some of the, you know, there's been a few things that I've done that weren't mine, and they definitely make my life easier. So jump on there, and hopefully you can and hopefully it helps you out in some way.
This is going to be a big ripper. Windows up. I bet that's going to pick up a lot of pace. We'll find out. Windows up. This one, I bet this one's going to be even bigger.
Rightio, so we just dropped in the Noble Falls Tavern, which is just across the road from where we are now, and just caught the last quarter of the footy, and we just beat the West Coast Eagles by 1 point. Oh, imagine losing a West Coast. Jeez.
Yeah.
But it's a good chance of quick feed, and here we are at the moment. This is a really big area here. I had no idea. This is very much set up for picnics, and there's camping areas and picnic tables everywhere. There's a massive playground. Yeah, literally the next 100 meters, there's just picnic tables and spots there. But this is really cool. Have a look at this. That's pretty cool, but turns out you're walking across the other side. There's a little path here which we're going to cross now. This is really cool. I recommend coming out here if you're in WA. That's Noble Falls, and I'll tell you what, it's a cracking spot. We'll definitely be coming back here with Anita and having lunch here and making a day trip of it. It's bloody beautiful. Obviously this is a great time of year with the water running down there pretty hard at the moment. Massive area for kids and entertainment, that sort of stuff, so recommend you coming out here and checking this spot out. It reminds me of the Bewley Rockholes in Litchfield up in the Northern Territory. The weather is obviously a little bit cooler than it is up there, but it's very similar, and maybe just not quite the spot to swim like it is up there, but it's a ripping spot, so recommend it, that's for sure. Look, I reckon I might wrap him up here now. I'm not sure what this video is going to turn out like. It was just one of those trips that you know, didn't quite come together, and it was a bit of a mission and difficult at times, but hey, that's how it goes sometimes. You can't have it all your own way. But I just want to say thanks for your support, thanks for tuning in and checking out the video, and if you can, yeah, drop a like and let us know in the comments what you thought. And yeah, it's a little bit for me to run through from this trip. There's a few things we've got to fix and throw in the bin and buy some more things. But hey, we're obviously going to throw out a couple of things that we've had a good run with, and you know, that's how it goes. So I'll catch the next one. I'm Diesel for Getting Around Islands Camper Trailer Travelling. Hooroo.